All right, hey, you live with Tim Black. Who's this?
How you doing? It's Mr. Green.
Nick. I couldn't hear you, man. Where you calling from, man?
I'm calling from Las Vegas.
Calling from Las Vegas, man. What goes down in Vegas stays in Vegas, man. What's going on, man? What you want to speak on tonight?
Okay, you were talking about Amonderez Green on one of your YouTube posts I had seen. That happened to be my nephew, and you are absolutely right. I'm originally from St. Louis, Missouri. My family lives in Ferguson, Normandy, and in that entire area. And my nephew was 18 years old. He definitely shot by the police officer.
He was shot by the police officer. Who?
Yes.
This is what I need to know from you, sir. And you know what? I need you to repeat your name for me, because I couldn't hear it the first time. What's your name again?
My name is Kyle Green, K-Y-L-E. The last name is Green, as in color.
Gotcha.
I'm the manager, Nate Jones, Floyd Mayweather's trainer. I got a couple businesses here in Vegas, and I'm originally from St. Louis, Missouri. That's where the incident happened, on the border of Ferguson and Normandy.
Okay. My thing was this. We're so deteriorated as far as what we believe from cops, from the police, from law enforcement. Why do you believe it's true that the cop shot Amonderez?
Okay, here's the series of events. First of all, they said they tased Amonderez. To tase a person, you have to be close to them.
Right.
You cannot tase a person from across the street, from a block away. When they tased him, several witnesses said that the gun fell on the ground and he got up and ran. Amonderez is a very slim and skinny person, and he's real fast. And in St. Louis, the backyards had fences around them, and he hopped it over fences. And a lot of the cops down there that's kind of big, it's hard to run with the gun, with the belt, with the billy club, and all the things they have around their waist.
Right.
And if you listen to the tape, he is saying, "Please don't shoot me." He is telling the police not to shoot him. And of course, when they do that, and they said 4 shots was shot, and two bullets were still in the gun, but 2 police officers was on administrative leave, paid administrative leave. And the reason that the 2 police officers are paid administrative leave is because they shot. My theory is, if Ferguson have another shooting of this magnitude and something happens, they can shut the police department down. So, of course, on the political side, they do not want to see that the police officers are correct.
Okay. So you're saying 4 shots were fired from the police officers?
Okay. Yeah, the report that came from the police department that 4 shots was out of the gun and 2 live rounds was in the gun. Okay. Now, the reason, if you look at the investigation, they said that he was shooting at the police.
Right, I
now,
read
if you
that.
shot at the police 4 times and there's still 2 bullets in the gun, a arithmetic is never going to lie.
Okay.
The 38 only have 6 bullets. The bullet that is in his head is the answer, and if the bullet comes out and it's not a 38, it's a police officer's bullet.
Exactly. Said several times, I have no idea what happened. I don't believe the police. I can't take this story from face value to be accurate. I don't know. People were saying what they saw from across the street. I don't know if that's true. Only thing we'll be able to know is from the autopsy what they find out from that bullet. But see, at that time, Kyle, I did not know even how many bullets were fired. See, I didn't know that. They didn't tell me where his gun was. Where was Amonderez's gun when they came to the body? Was it near him or was it somewhere else? That's important too.
That's the point. If a person commits suicide and shoots himself,
right?
Okay, he's not going to throw the gun like a baseball, like a football. It's going to either fall by his side,
right,
stay in his arm, or it could be a few inches out of the way.
Exactly.
It's not going to be 6 away. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
A lot of the stuff don't add up.
Right. Yeah. Like I said, in that document, they never even listed that. So maybe you're right. Maybe you got something there, Mr. Kelly, Mr. Green, that they don't want to pin this on Ferguson. Maybe that's why they're even putting it in Normandy jurisdiction. Are they trying to make this a Normandy Police Department issue as opposed to a Ferguson issue?
See, in St. Louis, it's a lot of municipalities. So Coon Valley, Normandy, St. Louis County, if you go one block this way, you're in a different division. You go another block this way, you're in a different division. And so when you call the police, they all come together. But what happens is, if Ferguson was the police officer that shot him,
right,
and with all the things that put out on Ferguson, you know, that they can't have this press, they can't have this news, they can't have this situation, you know.
Right. So a Ferguson police officer may have, because they're not admitting that anyone shot him. They're saying he shot himself. Right. So you're right. So that's what. They did not let the family in the hospital. Got you.
The police did not let the family in the hospital. What I mean, the hospital, not in the entrance, not in the emergency room, not in the lobby. They did not let the mother go inside the ambulance. The mother and the father was on the scene when this happened. They witnessed.
You know, I saw that the parents were on the scene, but I did not show that video on my channel out of respect for the family. But I did see that video personally. I saw that video. I don't know. So where are we at now? Who's representing your family?
Willie Gary is getting ready to take the case.
Okay.
Okay.
Willie Gary.
And
okay.
My brother is a radio and TV personality, 30 years vet. He just got honored at my Kansas Living Legends Award, and myself, and so all his nephews and cousins and aunts are very influential people. So it was not that he came from a background and he was very disturbed, he was crazy, none of that.
Got you. So the initial...
He worked 2 years on the job. He never took a day off. He went to work for other people. He got his brothers and sisters ready for school. He was instrumental. He played the drums in church. He was in the music scene. He had good grades in school. You know, he was not disturbed.
Okay. Question for you, Mr. Green. The initial phone call to the police, my information says that the family phoned the police because he was suicidal. Is that true?
Okay. His stepdad is a security guard, and his firearm was missing, and he assumed that Amonderez had it, so he was driving down the street looking for him, and the police pulled the stepdad over and said, "Why you keep stopping?" He said, "I happen to be looking for my stepson," and he told him the situation. So the police dispatched, but when he dispatched, he did tell them that we have an individual here that had an issue. So when they came, they claimed that the stun gun didn't work, but what I heard through the research is when the stun gun got him, it knocked him down.
Okay.
So the stun gun did work.
The stun gun did work. Okay, because I'm a little confused, Kyle, because you say the stun gun was across the street. There was no way they could stun him, but now you say they stunned him and they knocked him down. So I guess he got up and ran at that point.
Right. See, and that's what I was saying. For them to use the stun gun on him, you have to be close to use the stun gun on somebody.
True. Right. Okay. I got you now. And
so what happened is when the stun gun there, he fell down. He got up and ran, and when he got up and ran, he ran like he was going to touch us. Gotcha. He
took off. He's running top speed. Got you. And that's when they pursued him. And at some point, they said they lost track of him. They lost sight of him. And as if, then they heard a shot, and then that's when they found him. And you're saying that's not
The
true
reason
at
they
all.
lost track of them because he hopped over the fence. In the backyard, the two lords, they got grass and they got fence. And he hopped over a fence and hopped over another fence. And they got trees and they couldn't see him. And he was real fast.
Gotcha. All right, man. Like I said in my video, man. To you and the family, man. My condolences. I don't know what to say. I mean, what can we do? I mean, we don't know. I can't trust that the police are going to put out accurate information. The newspapers aren't putting out accurate information because that's where I got my story from the newspapers, and I questioned it then because it didn't make sense to me. But, you know, my condolences to you, man. I know I can only imagine what you're going through. I mean, I imagine it has to be tough and frustrating. What can people do to help, or what can we do to get more information? Is there anything you guys are looking for?
The family has a GoFundMe because when they're saying that somebody has committed suicide, you know that the insurance take a different approach.
Right.
And on this particular standpoint.
Got you.
But we appreciate all the prayers and the people across the country and the case that.
Well, you know what? Well, now that we're in contact with each other, man, I hope you're still there. Do me a favor and hit me up at timstake2@gmail.com or hit me up at Twitter at TheBartender, and I'd like to talk to you further. And what I'd like to do is make another video just like updating with some information about what we know now after talking to you, just so we can get the story, a different story out there, because right now it's a different story than what you're telling me. Okay?
No problem.
All right, Mr. Green, thank you for calling, bro. I appreciate you, sir. Hey, folks, I just got through editing the video you just got through watching. I'm about to upload it now, but I had to add this update. At 10:44 p.m., Fox 2 Now, fox2now.com released an update to the story. The St. Louis Medical Examiner's Office released their autopsy report stating that it supports the information given to them at the time when they checked in Amonderez. He had one gunshot under the chin. It appeared to be self-inflicted. Ballistic evidence of the bullet recovered during the autopsy is confirmed to be that of a .38 caliber handgun, the same kind of weapon County Police say Green used to fire a shot at an officer during the incident. So they say the wound is self-inflicted and it came from, or it matches. They can't say it came from his gun. I don't think they've matched ballistics to that point, but they have confirmed that it is a .38 caliber slug. At least that's what they're reporting. My condolences stand. My condolences to the family. It's a pleasure speaking to Mr. Kyle Green today. Hopefully we can speak further. People want justice. And no matter how this shakes out, the death of a young man, 18 years old, is a tragedy, and we should all send them our sympathy from Tim Black and Tim Black's Wolf Pack. Good night.